Made me wonder about the historical context of this cold snap. Yes, it was coldest in 23 years, but what's remarkable, and this is what was shocking, it was even more dramatic than I thought it would be looking at the numbers. This is through 1876 to now, the number of times we have been as cold as we were Wednesday morning. So 28 degrees below zero or colder. The 1880s, yeah, good thing none of us lived through that. That was bad. They had several instances of multiple times that cold or colder in one season, but look how it just drops off through the 20th century. Once we get past the 60s and 70s, we've only hit 28 below zero or colder 3 times since 1977. So if we look at the historical aspect of this here, on average, when we look at the historical record, we should be 28 below zero or colder every other year. But now it's an average of once every 15 years, so a lot less. And in fact, that lines up with what we've been seeing as far as our warming trend. Winter has been warming dramatically. We talked about this a couple weeks ago about Minnesota, the fastest warming winter state in the lower 48. You go back to 1970, those extremes, those coldest nights of the winter have been warming about 13 degrees on average. You subtract the urban heat island, which is about 2 degrees in the winter. That means that this same cold snap we had a couple days ago, if it was 30, 40, 50 years ago, probably would have been closer to 40 below zero instead of 28 below. So you got to put it into perspective. Yes, we're still going to get cold. We live in Minnesota. Right. We're going to get the extremes of hot and cold, but all those extremes, everything is warming pretty dramatically and it's becoming less frequent.
That's pretty fascinating perspective because I think over the last few days people were saying it can't get any colder and this is so historic and extreme.
Sure.
But when you look
like
at the
I said,
historical
1880s.
Yeah, people were tougher back then though.
Yeah, and they didn't have natural gas or anything.
No.
They're living in sod houses and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
No
Well, good for them.